Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to change your battery as well as change over your key fob for your 1999 Toyota 4Runner. But here we're looking at the OEM key fob, and the key fob seems to work fine, but it looks like it's in this leather case and just the leather's tearing as well as the keyring broke off. So I'm just going to swap it into a new one. So I really like to use OEM parts just because I bet you this is 20 years old and probably the one that came with the vehicle. But actually in the glove box I found an extra one. At first I thought it was OEM, but after just looking at it and feeling it, it honestly feels pretty cheap. Let's start with my old one. What you want to do is slide it out. I don't know if this is standard or just something my grandpa threw on there. And as you can see, it's got quite a bit of wear, but it still works just fine. We have the panic button. You can press and hold that. That's the window down. Then we got lock and unlock. Then the best way to open it is here towards the lock. The top of the device is right here in the center. If you have fingernails, you can just grab it and pull it apart. It'll just separate like that. One thing to know is you could use a knife or something. Just be careful not to get your hand. So you want to get like some sort of plastic wedge, maybe a guitar pick. I wouldn't recommend something sharp just in case it slips. So now we're in. As you can see, it just separates like that. And so there's this plastic piece. There's this little rubber red button that can fall out if you push on it hard enough. So just be aware of that. The black side faces inward and the red side faces outward. And one thing to know is if you need to change the battery, it uses a CR 2016. It's a 3-volt battery. It's kind of a strange number, but if you just Google CR2016, ensure the battery is 3V or 3 volts. That should work. It's very common for home security systems, watches, and things like that. So to transfer over my key fob, here if you just press in on the buttons, this whole circuit board pops out. And notice those 3 buttons came loose, so just take note of that. And here we have this rubber gasket, and what this does is it just protects the circuit board from water, so we can go ahead and take it out of there. Then to change the battery, find something plastic. You don't want to use something metal because you could pierce the circuit board or short out a connection. So just take a little plastic wedge, and here at the bottom you can wedge it in there and lift straight up. There. Then if we were changing the battery, all you do is simply place it in kind of the top first. Make sure this plus sign, this is the positive side of the battery. This is the negative. So the negative goes down and set it in there. There it goes. It sets in there pretty loosely. I could have probably just shaken it and it would have fallen out. And you can just kind of press down on it and wipe it off with a cloth just to get your fingerprint oils off there. So let's place it in this rubber sleeve. This side with the battery goes up, and that just sets in there. And then this here is our panic button. So that's going to go down. You want to press your red button into place if you haven't done that already. As you can see, it just comes apart like that. Push that in there. You can set that down in there. And before we snap it together, make sure to put your buttons in there. Don't put them upside down. There, so that just sets in there. Might be easier just to flip it upside down, and it should just snap securely. And so let's go test it out. So this took me a second to figure out, but I did put the buttons on correctly and the battery's working. With this unit, you just have to press kind of hard. Unlocked. Let's lock it. Let's lock it again. And there we go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.